before showing you the table about brain, heart of the world, Israel, Melech King, let us see, this is really part of the Zohar. One can see the Zohar if you have the English one, which is Zohar Pinchas 221, 221b, 221a and 21b. Now, what is written there? So the Zohar tells us one day came to Rabbi Eliezer, white, gentle nation, and said, old man, you say that you are close to the upper king more than all the other nations. Everyone close to the king is always happy, without sorrows, without fear, and without troubles. And after all, you are always in trouble and sorrow and grief than any people of the world. And we, grief and no trouble and grief at all. So we are close to the upper king, and you are far away from it. So you have sorrow and trouble and grief. Then he carries on, and the answer to the Gentile who asked the question is this. Of course, we are closer to the upper king than all the other nations. As Israel, God made them as the heart of the whole world, and so are Israel among the nations, such as the heart among the organs, and like the body cannot exist without the heart, so the world cannot exist without Israel, and so is the body cannot exist, and so is Jerusalem among the other lands, as it is in the center of the world, like the heart in the body. And then he carries on and says, like the heart, which is weak and soft, he feels the pains more than the other limbs, so Israel is suffering more. Now this is really the Zohar. Better that one will go into it, so if they have the Zohar in English, can read it properly. But this is the main idea, that as Israel are like the heart of the world, therefore as the heart is very soft and very weak, and therefore when anything happens in the body, he feels the first, like temperature and so on. So Israel the same thing. If something wrong goes in the world, they are the first one to suffer. So all these troubles are in this situation, but Mashiach will come definitely, things will be different. So let us see now the table. And the table is the following. It is really one thing in the Torah, that you have the moach, the brain, lev, heart, olam, and children of Israel. And then amazingly, then you have the word melech, king, because the king really is the abbreviation of the word moach, lev, kaved, brain, heart, and liver. And these are the organs in which you have the wisdom, in the mind, and understanding in the heart. And this really, if one goes into the Zohar, can see clearly that this is really, which is speaking there about Israel being definitely connected with wisdom and understanding. So, as we said, very interesting table, which is, as is the title, Moach Lev Olam, the brain and the heart of the world, and the kingdom. And then, as we said in the center, we have the Bnei Israel, the Jewish people. Now, as we said, very interesting, this was done by Professor Dr. Rothenberg. This is his program, and he made this program. He himself became Orthodox Jews. As a result of seeing all these codes, we clearly prove the Torah is from heaven. So, very interesting things, and important message to understand what is going on in the world, that the whole world is around Israel, right? The states, everything. So it cannot be coincidence, because the world is dependent on Israel, and Israel really is like the heart of the world, and therefore we see that all over the world you hear about Israel, even if it is such a tiny, a small place in the world, like the heart and the brain. So important teaching, important learning, studying, what the Zohar says. In fact, the king of Khazar also, in the book the Kuzari, also have the same thing when he asks the question, why Jews are the first one to suffer, and they are going so many tribulation and suffering. So the answer which he gave is that it is because of this, because they lack the heart, and the heart is very sensitive, and anything wrong is the first one to suffer. So, important teaching, and let us really hope and wait for really redemption, and then the heart will be healthy, and the world will be healthy, and everything will be fine and nice, as we wish and hope when Mashiach is going to come.